A lot of people have been talking about what this team is motivation is for a player who's been in the league for 14 years, and now you have 3 titles. You've accomplished just about everything you could possibly accomplish. What is your motivation at this stage of your career?
I mean, I think when you get a little older, it's about just trying to stay at the highest level that you can. As you know, you tailor off on a slow decline, not one of those drastic declines. So it's really about that. It's actually more motivation than you think. Just continue to prove that you can still play at a high level, and so just being in the gym a lot, working out, keeping your body right. So it's a pretty focused summer.
Front row, left-hand side, Tim.
Andre had asked you, what did you think about the golf tournament over the weekend? And do you find motivation on watching Tiger come back like that?
I mean, I personally don't find the motivation. I don't know. I think I'm pretty locked in as far as myself. But I was watching the entire 4 days and was pretty in tune with what was going on. So it was a good week for golf. Interesting how they let everyone run on the fairway coming in. That was it's good. It was funny to watch.
Center section, second row, Mark.
Ray, last year, if you remember, Media Day was like a huge circus after you guys won, and it seems like you would think it'd be the same thing this year around. But do you think LeBron's arrival and his to LA today kind of takes the focus off you guys, perhaps today, and maybe even lessens some of the pressure this season?
I think there is something there, but I really haven't thought too much on it. I think for me it was just we got game Saturday, so that's just crazy to think about. I feel like we just ended the season yesterday. So just taking a day at a time, just in trying to enjoy the game. I do think that actually helps us a little bit. It's not as much of a circus. You kind of just enjoy the day-to-day being around the guys. You can, kind of be relaxed a little bit. You don't always have to be looking around, see who's looking at you from afar and kind of keying in on your every move. And everything won't be a headline coming from here. There's other places where the media will be locked in on. So I actually see it as a positive.
Front row, left-hand side, Monty.
Andre, last year, I know you pay a lot of attention to growth and development of the roster and the team and so forth. There's a lot of talk about how difficult last year was, how challenging it was. What are the signs of growth you saw last year that maybe can apply to this year and make you guys better this year?
Well, I think we had a lot of injuries, and I think it was more injuries than people noticed. So we had to really get over that hump. We had to fight through a lot of things. We had to deal with a lot of adjustments with the lineups. It was a lot of the roles were changing from on a nightly basis. One night you may play 5 minutes, and the next night, Nick Young was playing 45 minutes. So it was kind of a roller coaster with your role. And I think the culture we've built, guys were able to have the right approach going into every single game. You may not know what your role was going to be that night, but you would embrace whatever it was. And, we had some times it didn't go well. We had a stretch at the end where, four of our starters were out, four All-Stars were out. And I thought that was some of our best basketball. We all said, look, this is a situation everyone can take advantage of. And just having that right mindset can carry over. You kind of set up the good karma for yourself.
Center section, very back.
Steve Kerr said that he thinks that the biggest leap with players comes between that first and second season. So do you agree with that? And then if so, what is it between that transition that leads to that development?
The second season, you pretty much have a good grasp on the offense, and you can extend on it. The first year is always the toughest year. You look historically over some of the teams. You talk about like the Atlanta Hawks, where they had 4 All-Stars one year, and that was their second year together. I think it seems like it comes from Popovich's his crew, coaches that go and implement a system into a new place, and they really do a better job of executing than the second season, and we've seen that here. Our first year, we were able to win it, but the next year we won 73 games. Our offense just seemed to be clicking, and then KD coming in his second year, we extended a little bit as well. So we're going to continue with that progress and bringing in Boogie. We look for, we don't know after this year, but we definitely can expand on what he brings to the table and having that low post presence that we've never had.
Center section, very back, right-hand side, Ron.
Hey, Andre. You've been known as kind of a mentor to some of the younger players. How does that extend off the court when you get to like some of the investment opportunities that you've looked at and just kind of mentoring them on money matters?
Well, you try to just get them to have a reality check more so than anything. You see the glitz and the glamour of being a professional athlete, but you don't understand taxes. As an example, there's a funny skit on Instagram Spice Adam has when the rookie gets the first check and he's happy. Then he opens the check and he's like, who's FICA? Who's 4,001K? You start to realize it isn't what you thought it was. But like I said, our front office and basketball operations do a great job of bringing in good personnel, good kids who want to learn, who want to be in this league for a very long time. So they're all open and they're all come in with an open mind. And it's not just me, it's Draymond, it's Steph, it's KD, it's Clay. We got a very good locker room. We had David West last year. So we've done a good job of building the right culture.
Anything else for Andre? I have one more here for Carl in front.
This might be a difficult question for you to answer while you're still as a player, but you consider yourself a Hall of Fame player. Do you feel like you've had a Hall of Fame career, even though the numbers are a little different?
Uh-huh.
And I thought I'd give you that one. I don't think I ever asked you that one before.
I don't. I don't know. It's like I got both sides. I know guys who belong that aren't in there, and then there are guys who are in that, in my opinion, aren't better than some of the guys that aren't. I mean, I don't think so. But, if it happens, it happens. It's a very unique group. Really happy Maurice Cheeks got in. I thought he was deserving to get in for a long time. So I was happy for Coach. And other than that, I just enjoy the game and what comes with it comes with it. No, it's not really part of the motivation. I think you got to just let things happen organically, and you got to let them happen. You know what you put in. You kind of try to sow some good seeds and hopefully, reap the benefits of it. So I'm just trying to put in, do things the right way, whatever my role is, embrace it, and help the team win.